Hey guys, it's 2021. Happy New Year! That's the first thing. And the other thing is that we need to start our next class. It's not going to be a regular class because if you have that feeling, as I do, after this holiday season, being a little bit overeaten, heavier, swollen, and bloated, we need to do something about it. I think the best way would be to do it together. So I think I've got many questions to be answered, and I've got them written here. So I need to take you somewhere because I can't do it here. And I need another person to answer these questions, a professional. So I'm taking my bag. I also take my training shoes, a towel, I think it's going to be needed, and some water. Maybe something to tie my good hair day today. Okay, so guys, let's go.
This class a little bit like a vlog one, but never mind. Mixed emotions inside. On one hand, I want to run away. On the other hand, with New Year's resolutions, I want to start this year correctly. So, not a quitter. I'm a fighter. So, I'm just going in. And as I told you, it's a meeting with a professional person, coach, and we're in a fitness place, and well, we'll see you there. Guys, we're here. I told you before that I've got a lot of questions because I've got some New Year's resolutions, and one of those resolutions is being fit, slimmer, healthier, more positive and better. So I also told you that I need to ask those questions to a professional. And because these classes are a bit different, as you can see, so I've got a professional here, and we have a guest on our today's classes, and this is Coach Mati. This is Mateusz Radomski. Please welcome this guy, a friend of mine again, who is our guest, and actually we are a guest of him here, because this is your place. Mateusz is a little bit surprised, as all of my guests, but let's take some time. Okay, I've got my card here. We've got some coffee. We are in comfortable clothes. So the situation is almost perfect. A question number one to you. This is the time of the year, usually it's the beginning, to start something new and to start something that is good for us. If I asked you as a professional, what's your definition of a healthy lifestyle? What would you say?
All right, it can be lots of different ways of saying what is health lifestyle, right? You can measure that on your, normal, usual day, your ordinary day. You can do it. You can measure it by, your weight lifts or what you basically can do. So my definition of healthy lifestyle or being healthy in general is that ordinary things you do every day, each day, won't bother you too much. So if you, for example, want to go for a walk, 5K, 10K, you can do it without any problems. If you, for example, want to go run, you do it without any problems. If you need to pick some weight and track it or whatever you want to, without any problem, that means you're fit. If you feel good every day, if you have, for example, good behavior, good condition in your head,
yes,
it's also the same.
But you mentioned doing sports. So doing sports should be kind of a habit?
It can be pretty various, because being healthy doesn't necessarily mean doing sport. Of course, sports and different things you do every day, consistent varied movements that you do every day, shows you how fit you are. So for me, you should challenge yourself, your body, what can you do and which way. So for example, one day you go for one sport, then you go for something different. You try something new that you haven't done before. And those all elements shows you how fit you are.
Okay, so I need to try different things to know what is good for me, what makes me happy.
Yeah, basically, yes.
How my body feels with that.
It's the same, it's both things is correct.
Okay.
So for me, for example, if you do something that you don't like, you probably won't enjoy it. And being fit, you need to stay positive whole time.
So if I want to start doing sports and this, let's say a beginning of a year, a new year time, is a good moment to challenge yourself in trying different things.
Yeah, because you're not sure what you like the most, right? So, for example, if you try one sport, it doesn't mean that you like it for first one, and you can try something different, and it will show you the way where you want to go.
Okay, so I need to like something to stay with it.
It will be easier, because if you, for example, you don't want to run, you doesn't like to run too much, and always like, yeah, maybe not you, but for example, right? And lots of people connect that being healthy is like they run a lot. And imagine yourself every day you get up and you want to do something, but you doesn't want to run. Right?
Okay.
But you have in your head, that the running is the best way, and you doesn't like it, but you still go running. You'll never enjoy it, right?
Yes.
So and for example, being fit, it's all at different levels, right? So you doesn't necessarily need to run, but you can do something other and still staying fit.
Okay. Let's imagine that I'm a beginner, and I want to do something. So what should I do first? Taking a walk, for example, a long one. Or going into a fitness club that is not an option right now.
Right
actually.
now, maybe not. But you can do something at home, right?
I can do something at home, okay. But whatever the beginning is, you need to try to do different things to know what is good for you, what I like. It can be dancing, for example.
It can be everything.
It can be weightlifting.
Yeah, of course.
It can be just, Jane Fonda fitness.
Everything.
Okay.
If you do it correctly, everything is fine.
Okay, so whatever you do is good. Staying and being
as
a
I said,
couch potato.
Yeah, of course.
Is the worst thing.
Doing something is always better than doing nothing, right?
Exactly.
But I think you need to check it. As I said at the beginning, you need to challenge yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean that you stay in one sport and in one direction, right? You can do something different, each week or something, right? You can have something that you like the most, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can do something different, right?
Whenever I read about starting doing sports, and whenever I scroll my phone on Instagram, for example, and see those beautiful pictures of those beautiful men and women that have white shiny hair, beautiful teeth, white shiny teeth, beautiful hair, and perfect bodies, and they say it's all about the food. So how important nutrition is in doing sports and feeling better and, being close to this perfection?
Yeah, I think that, food or general nutrition is very important, It's not 100% for sure. Mm-hmm. It's always connected to each other. I mean, it's connected food, good food, health food and nutrition are pretty connected to the sports, to your fitness lifestyle, okay. Right? Because it's almost the same. I never separate those two things. right?
Okay.
Everything should be together, right? You won't feel good if you eat very bad. If you do a lot of sports, really a lot of sports, but you eat pretty shit,
Okay.
it won't it won't help you, you know.
Okay.
You still become more weight and stuff. So those calories that you income and what you spend should be in balance, you know.
So food and doing sports is strictly connected of looking good, with looking good, and well, having strength.
Yeah, that's right. Everything, strength, conditioning, everything.
Should it be balanced in any way? So how do I know if I eat enough of proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and sugars? What should I do?
The easiest way is to, you know, to consult with some doctors and stuff that will count you. For sure. They will ask you a couple of questions. How do you live?
So I can use an application. There
For
are
example.
thousands of them.
Yeah, for example. Okay, the other way you can do it by yourself is like you're, without counting anything, you will see your body on 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and if it doesn't change anything, you can just
So mirror.
Yeah, it's easy way. If you want to change, for example, you want to lose a little bit weight, right? And you will still doing the same thing and nothing changed, you need to change something, right? So
I need to change something.
So, for example, you can also eat a little bit less,
Okay.
or do a little bit more sport. Of course, if everything that carbs, that fat, that proteins are in balance, right? So everything is connected to each other.
Is this way of thinking that carbohydrates are bad? We shouldn't eat them.
That's not true. I mean, it's always connected because we think about carbs like with sugar, right?
Yes.
It's basically two, maybe not different, but not the same,
Okay.
right? So I think when you have everything balanced, like when the doctors say to you, or diabetic or something, they tell you how much you need to spend on your lifestyle, based on your lifestyle.
But
Maybe
it's
they will
also the question in every kind of application. What's your lifestyle? What are your habits, day-to-day
all right,
habits?
but the application won't check your blood test.
No, it
That's right. So each body is different, right? So basically, when you go to, for example, the doctor, they will give you the blood test and stuff. They will see what do you need, maybe because, as I said, everybody is much different. So you need to go in a personal way, not in general, right? You can. The cheapest way is, like I said, in the mirror, right? You check yourself.
Mirror check.
Yeah, right, mirror check. You see yourself, you go for the weight, you see it's going loose or going back up. It's
Is there a possibility that when I'm a beginner and I start doing some sports and I am not eating a lot, general phrase, I know, and I'm not losing?
That's possible. Of course, it's possible.
Is it about gaining muscles or muscle weight?
It's hard to say, you know, because
We never know that.
to gain muscle, you know, you really need to work pretty hard. And
Okay.
for example, in my opinion, 2K, maybe 3K, 2 kilos, 3 kilos per year to gain muscle is pretty a lot.
Okay.
So if you say to me that, for example, after a month you become, you get, I don't know, 5 or 10 kilo more, and that's only your muscle, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. That's
Thank you
pretty
very
untrue.
much.
That's not true.
However,
So-
that would be this option, so...
Probably, you know, it's because when some people do more sports, in general, exercising and stuff, they move more.
Yes.
They think that spend a lot of calories.
And it doesn't work
It
like
doesn't
that.
work like this. You know, for example, if you have some watches or some that controls that shows you how much did you spend, and for example, you will be surprised and you see after the workout that you have only 500 calories you spent, and you're only, and you're
I feel
exhausted.
like 1,000.
And yeah, that's right. You feel 2,000 or something, and you eat 2 or 3 donuts more, so you're
But-
plus 1,000 calories,
But
right?
to
per day.
burn 2,000 calories Oh
It's
my
a lot.
God.
It's totally a lot. It's like you will do some marathon or something.
Yeah.
Maybe not marathon whole, but it's a lot. 2,000. So I think in really hard. It depends also what you are doing, right? You can do some more cardio. You can do some more weightlifting and stuff. It's also very.
But if I would like to ask you a question, that what kind of activity burns the most, or yeah, the biggest number of calories? What would it be?
Probably do with cardio workouts.
Really?
Yeah, for
Jesus.
sure. But I always say never stop doing weights, you know, because doing also is together, you know. For me, I wouldn't go just like you said for the guys that runs. You see the marathon guy and you see the sprinter, right?
Yes.
What are the bodybuilders? Right. It's the marathons are pretty skinny,
Yes.
right? They run a lot. They run for 5, 4, 3 hours or stuff and do records. But you see the sprinter, and he's really gain muscle, right?
It's true.
And it's
Short
both.
distance
And
work.
that's right. That's this interval.
Yes.
That's basically interval training, right? He goes for he go for I don't know 10 seconds sprint all out, and he's exhausted.
Okay.
Right.
One of the most frequent. What should I do to be slimmer, to lose on weight? Why are you laughing? Because this is the most frequently asked questions about people who, you know, who want to start. I want to be slimmer.
All right. I prefer, you know, term that you want to feel better.
Okay.
Because being slimmer doesn't necessarily means that you're fitter.
So it's not about scale.
That's right.
Okay.
I understand that everyone that do sports or everything, they want to look better. Don't cheat ourselves. Everyone wants to, they want to go, for example, they want to go to the beach and look good and stuff. That's right.
And the other thing, I must tell you that why people frequently asked this question. It's a bit connected with the classes we've been doing some time ago. That now we've got this picture of a perfect body, of a perfect person who is, you know, striking you all around on Facebook, on your Instagram, and those people are really looking like ideal. And we think that we can have the same. But is it that they look like that because of totally hard and even harder work that we are not able to do?
No, everyone is able to do anything, right? But yeah, we cannot say that they're fiction or something, right? They probably put a lot of hard work to look like they look like, right? I think probably maybe some models or stuff, they're going out more of the nutrition, different kind.
We
of
don't
different
think about it.
Yeah. Maybe they're just created, you know, like for example, in magazine, there are lots of different ways that they things they photo, for example, or some they put a bit more in the Photoshop or something. It happens. It happens. Our ideal is to look better for sure, but it doesn't mean look better that is fitter or it's better in better condition, right? Because you can put two different guys, for example, or women, doesn't matter, and one will look pretty fat, for example, and the other look like from the magazine, right?
Yes.
And it's maybe not always, but it can be like this, like the fatter guy, let's say, do more weight, for example, he will run a little bit faster, a little wider, and so it goes farther and stuff. So being fit doesn't always connect equal, right, with the how they look like.
Looks.
That's right.
Okay, it's a kind of a trap of our times, I think, thinking that, you know, you want to look like that. Why do you want to do like that if you personally can look by yourself, but to feel good and feel better?
That's
and
right. What they will say.
You know, numbers. It's not about numbers, is it?
I mean, you always need to go there where you feel good for you, what works for you.
Okay. The other question, also one of the probably frequently asked ones. Do you know who is Maciek? Magic who?
Magic like
I
your
will
belly,
tell you
on your
who
belly.
is magic. I know magic. Maybe you don't know who is magic. When I look at you, you don't actually.
You mean your belly?
In my family, in my home, we call this thing magic.
All right.
Can you get rid of magic by doing exercises?
Of course.
You can.
You can lose magic. That's
So
what
I
that-
can say bye-bye to magic?
Of course.
Will you show me how?
It's everything what we said, right?
Okay.
We can do basic exercises.
But it's not that I can only just say bye-bye to my magic and the rest
Of
stays
course,
the
no.
same.
You need to put a lot of work on that.
Okay.
Right?
But it's about food?
You always have to stay in consistency because, for example, you do it for, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months,
Okay.
and then you will go back to your previous behaviors. That won't work a lot.
So I still have this feeling that magic will come
It can
again.
it can always come back again. First of all, if you want to do some exercise, you need to do it in full range of motion.
Okay.
By your joints. So if you're, for example, lacking of, I don't know, shoulder extent, like overhead position, you shouldn't be pressing for me. So for example, if you cannot move your hand on top of your head, you shouldn't be pressing. Because you'll press probably it in front of you. That means that the weight will be a little bit farther from you.
Yes.
That's the one point. That's it incorrect. And the second one is that probably you will sacrifice your position.
Yes.
Like raising your chest up. That means that the press will be probably vertical, but your spine wouldn't be in a neutral position. You know.
If
First
I
of
do
all-
this squat that we started with, to do it correctly, I should work on my mobility.
But you did, right? Some people that have lack of mobility, lack of range of motion, they can be tight, too tight. Their muscles are too tight. They are not getting the external rotation in their legs, in the hips and stuff. They have some maybe injury after something. They can always scale it.
That's not that easy as I thought at the beginning.
Everything is easy.
Okay, so a deadlift, a perfect deadlift.
Perfect deadlift. All right.
For me.
For you, for everyone.
Yes.
Okay, I will
For
need to
me.
grab
if
some.
If it's a perfect one for me, it should be perfect for anybody, I think.
It's perfect for everyone. Okay. We'll make some place in here. I will give you some stick.
Okay.
Just at the beginning, then you will get something.
Damn. A stick?
Yeah.
Are
Why
you
not?
sure?
You will get the bar
It's not
in a
very
while.
heavy.
It isn't for now.
For now.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, you should go for a stand like a narrow stance, or as we call it,
just like my hips are?
Hips are between hips and shoulders.
Okay.
All right. So it's good for now. Okay. Go down with the stick on your shins. Go down with the stick. Grip. Catch it a bit narrow.
Okay.
That's it. And now go down.
But like a squat?
Just go down. All right. Now, go a little bit up with your chest, butt down, bend your knees a little bit. Okay, look a little bit forward. Now, go a little wider with your knees, chest up again, look forward. All right, and that's pretty good setup for start.
That's a good setup.
That's why we use a stick.
I now feel those muscles here.
You should feel
I
that.
should.
You should feel that.
Okay.
And now, getting up is like you'll be pressing the heels down and raising your chest. Right, you are bending, right, go for full extension.
Like that.
That's
Do
right.
I squeeze my butt at the end?
Always.
Okay.
So, go down again.
Buttocks, I wanted to say.
Buttocks. Go down again. Don't bend your knees too early, all right? Go a bit down with the
But
stick.
still-
That's a chest up,
Okay,
yes. Tension. Feel
And
the
I-
tension on the butt.
I feel those muscles
Those
here.
muscles. You need also feel your abs.
Not very much.
So press my finger up. That's
Too
right.
much,
Now, magic. Now you can feel it. Now, when you're going for full extension, when you're going up with the bar or some stick and stuff, you need to hide a little bit your knees, right? But not sacrificing your position. So go back with your knees and raise your chest. go back with your knees, press heels down, go up, back knees, knees back, knees back, knees back, knees back,
Okay.
and now press the hips in front. That's right.
That's also not that easy.
It is.
But I have one feeling after all those exercises that I need to be like focused on the whole body.
Of course, you're moving whole body. Of course,
it's
you're moving
not
whole
that,
body.
you know, obvious for a person who is starting, because you know, when I see a guy or a girl doing, let's say a deadlift, it's like, you know, big bum and you're like done.
All right.
Ping bum and you're done.
But you
But
don't know if they are tight or not. That's the difference when you see it on the internet, on online workouts, and when you or someone one-on-one, and the coach will tell you all those things that you need to focus on it.
Also a hard one again.
You want
I am surprised a bit.
You want to grab a barbell?
I would.
Okay.
I want to ask you one more question.
Yeah, sure.
Girls and weights.
All right.
And weightlifting.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Pretty good.
Is it? It's
of course.
A good combination.
It's of course it's good for everyone. You know, girls are always afraid that when they pick up the bar, they gain muscles and become like more male.
Monsters.
Not monsters, right? But that's, as we say in nutrition, it's the same like you will go by car without any petrol or something.
Yes.
So they are thinking that they spend lots of time during exercises. They do some heavy weights, for example, and they eat twice what they need to. They will gain.
Okay.
They will grow up.
That's
always.
why I'm gaining.
Yeah, we eat too much probably.
Okay.
We start with a PVC pipe because we need to focus on our technique. If that weight will be too heavy, you probably wouldn't focus on your muscles.
So again, the technique is totally important.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted to do it fast.
Fast, never rush, never rush. So, grab those plates.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Not very heavy.
Not very heavy.
But the stick is.
Okay, put it in.
Is it 15 kilograms?
No, it's 20.
As I know you.
It's 20, Anya.
Some people never change.
Safety first.
Okay.
All right. Same thing.
Well, not the same.
Same thing. Of course, same move pattern. So, good setup, go a bit front, that's right. Grab the barbell, pull it a little bit to your shins, chest up. All right. Now press heels to the ground, chest up whole time, height your knees a little bit and go up. Same speed. Yeah, move, and press, pull. That's right.
A perfect one.
Done.
Once again.
Keep it tight. Keep it tight.
Okay,
right.
I did.
Now, Mache, keep it tight. All right. Now pull your hips back. Press your backs. Knees straight, knees straight. Now bend your knees. Go down with your hips. That's right. You can stay a bit higher with your legs. That's right. Okay. Of course, it's always
from
horrible.
the toes to the head.
Everything. You need to be focused. That's why we're starting some light weights. Then we can increase it when the movements are pretty good. We can put some weights.
Okay.
Chest up.
I'm not a quitter.
No, of course not. Press heels down, bend your. That's right. Press your hips. That's right. Exhale. Inhale. Now inhale. Don't be stressed, Anya. Don't stress, Anya. Inhale. Don't move your knees. And now go down. That's right. Okay, you could stay a little bit higher with your hips. That's right. So it's a lot of work, you know. That's fun. It's a lot of work, you know. A lot of reps before you will get some weight for example, for sure, to do it safety, right? You never put your weight if you doesn't feel confident in doing those exercises, and it means to all of them. Not only deadlift, not only squat, not only push-ups, not even snatches or clean and jerks or something like this.
These are the professional weightlifting vocabulary. This is the professional.
That's the beginning. That's right.
Vocabulary. But if you want to know this vocabulary, you need to check this on the Olympics.
That's right.
Okay, so what can I say? You know, out of breath almost.
Was perfect.
So if you would like to sum up everything, what's the most important is to start. The other thing, to start it correctly. So ask, go, meet a person that will help.
That will help you.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
At least at the beginning.
1-2 classes for sure. For someone that will show you or show you on what you need to focus on.
Download an application that will measure your calories, that you burn,
that's right.
that you need, and just take a chance.
Yeah, you need to try it.
The other thing, and
you
the last
especially
thing,
need to enjoy it.
you need to enjoy it, and
That's
the most important, I think, to just find your balance.
That's right.
Between exercising, food.
That's right.
Recovery.
Recovery, that's the good word for it.
Okay, so everything that should be done with joy.
Yeah.
And fun.
Like whole life.
And say bye-bye to your magic. Okay,
That's
thank you very much, Mateusz.
Thank you very much, Anya.
Bye-bye. Hey guys, it's a kind of an update. We've got 2022 right now. And what can I say? New year, new me. Have you ever heard that? Last year it was the same new year and new me, but I was 42. And today it's exactly 1 year after. And I'm surprisingly 33. Okay. Well, what has changed? Not much. Still, I'm trying to do my workouts regularly. And today I decided to do kind of an update of 2022. But unfortunately, I got some back spasm and my back hurts. But I'll try to do some kind of a short and not maybe hard training. I try to do it regularly, 2 or 3 times a week. However, this week was no trainings at all. So this is the time that I'm coming back after a week. I'll try to do something for my back, for my abs, for my hands and legs a little bit, and a little bit of cardio. Please don't laugh. That's what old people do, and the people who are fresh. So the newcomers that decide to start to do something with their fitness life, and they start. So something for the beginners also. As you can see, I'm in a small fitness room. It's the same box we were last year, but today no Mateusz and no coach. I'll try to do it by myself, and I try to do it as much correct as I can. So, something for my back. Something for my back and for my abs. Again, abs. Something for my hands. Something for my legs and my buttocks. And a little bit of cardio. And all over again. One more thing, of course, a bit breathless.
drinking water. That's the thing I always forget about, and I hate it because I try to make myself to do it regularly, and of course, I don't do it. So I think I'll use some kind of an app with a reminder, drink something. I mean, drink water, not something. So this is New Year and New Me. All over, I think it's a little bit better than it was last year.